Welcome back. Still Monday, March 20th, 2017. It is still your daily dose on I-24 News, and it's time for Earth View. Which would be it's time to get our green fix with A. Daniel Roth joining me in studio. Hello.
Hello. Good day.
Good day. With him a mystery guest. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Amir Khan.
And I wanted to keep the audience in suspense, but
we were going to hold off.
Hold off for the gift, but okay, that's okay. Amir Khan's here, and hold on. Basically, we're dealing with water today, and when it comes to water, it's something that I believe everybody needs. Let's take a look at what are we looking at actually.
So this is the UN's presentation of one of the major issues facing the world. World Water Day is in 2 days from now, and we wanted to give everyone a jump start to start thinking how they're going to fix their water use.
Fix the water use because we'd like to remind you all that water means life. Let's take a look at the following clip to promote Water Day. And as we said, with us in studio, Amir Khan, he's the Executive Director of the Smart Water Networks Forum. Hello to you. But before we start with that, Daniel, you tell us, in 2 days, it's going to be World Water Day, okay?
Yes.
That's one of those UN days that is supposed to bring attention, you know, it's supposed to raise awareness. People don't seem to care. Why is there a need for Water Day?
Well, so, I mean, the UN's focus, as you saw in this video, is really on wastewater specifically and how we're not using it properly. So according to UN numbers, almost 2 billion people don't have the right kind of access to clean water, and almost 850,000 people die every year because of this. So you're talking about massive numbers of people who are sick and dying because of lack of access to clean water and because we don't know how to use water properly.
Okay, cue you, Mr. Khan. Why don't we know how to use water properly, and how can we use water more properly?
Well, that's a great question. I think that one of the questions is awareness. I think Water Day could be more than 1 day a year. And I think it's really, when you look at it, it's a global problem, not a local problem. So we heard what's happening now in India and China and California. So it's not just a problem that affects developing countries, but developed countries as well. So I think it's awareness and also taking action of what we can do. Understanding our water footprint is really important.
What is our water footprint? What does that
mean? It's how much water you use daily, so how long a shower you take, and it's also thinking about it, like I said, from a global perspective.
What would be the global perspective?
Yeah.
I mean,
so
what would be it?
Yeah. So I represent SWAN, the Smart Water Networks Forum, and we are a UK-based organization which promotes the use of data technologies and water networks worldwide. So we bring together water utilities, technology companies, startups, academics, all interested in proactively influencing the use of water technologies. So really you can look at it from a multi-dimensional perspective, but I think one of the core issues is that cities aren't really using long-term planning. They're really focusing on...
I think the world's not using long-term planning.
Yeah, exactly.
One can argue,
But if you want to hear a scary statistic,
please.
It comes from the UN, and that is in 2030.
So which would be, hold on, 2030 is
less than 15 years.
Less than 15 years. It's 13. Exactly. It's 13 years from now.
40% of people that need water won't have access to it. So.
And good morning to all.
Yes.
So yes. Okay.
That's a scary statistic.
No, it is a scary statistic.
But I'm also optimistic at the same time because through SWAN we're seeing a lot more collaboration. I think, like I said, it's a global problem. So a utility or a city from California can learn from a city in India, can learn from a city in Spain, and they're talking to each other.
And what about Israel? Because there's actually great use of water, people would argue, in Israel, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, they've learned.
Yeah, I think it gets back to necessity is the mother of innovation.
Right.
So from its beginning, Israel has done a lot of innovative things, such as drip irrigation, desalination, water reuse.
Because the people who first came here realized, oh my God, we're in the desert.
What are we going to do?
We need to make things grow.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So I think Israel's a leader in the world, and they're even exporting their technology, helping other countries advance.
Such as Jordan.
Such as Jordan, correct.
I'm looking for regional cooperation.
Yeah.
Regional,
There are
Africa.
some examples of that with Jordan and the Palestinian territories, and Israel signing some water agreements recently. And so there are examples of Middle Eastern countries looking to one another, facing this 13-year deadline.
And Mr. Can, let me ask you this. Are you hopeful that we will change, we, the human race, I ask, when it comes to preserve? I mean, water is life. That's one thing that we know. Do you think that we'll make better use of it?
I am very hopeful.
I know you're hopeful.
I'm hopeful.
What do
I
you
mean, I
believe?
come from a water background. I'm in the water industry. I'm talking to a lot of people from around the
What's a
world.
water background?
I studied that.
Okay.
in
You studied water.
Yeah, I studied
Good.
actually.
Okay. That's major.
It's
I
good
missed.
you're coming from.
Okay, no, I missed that. Okay.
Yeah, I studied at basically
Okay.
like.
And you're hopeful that we're going.
I'm hopeful. I think for a few reasons. One is that I think people are talking to each other, and they're using these data-driven technologies. So they're becoming more efficient. They're managing their water quality problems. We're talking about wastewater, so solving problems before they occur, predicting them.
Yes, you are clearly not a parent yet.
Containing them.
But yes. No,
containing
listen, hopefulness is
So-
the only thing that moves us along
Yeah,
in the
I
short
think-
time that we have. No, we sadly, the Oscar music is on. But don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the news update, and right after that, also a Spiral Viral.